Hello, fam. Welcome to Fredunified, the biggest Manchester United page out there. And this week, on Fredunified Blueprints, a lot of talking points. I mean, we lost the match against Man City, and I've been radio silent because I don't know what to say. I'm trying to figure out what exactly is the problem of our great club. Because I mean, we are a great club. We shouldn't be going through this. Who have we offended? Or so I thought. But it is what it is. That's just it. It is what it is. And a few talking points from the last game. It's just sad that it buttresses all I've been saying right from the beginning of the season. So I might sound like a broken record. First of all, the first point for this week should be or will be, why is Amorim adamant? Why is he stubborn? Why is he stubborn? Because if you look at it deeply, I wonder honestly what's happening. Something is not working, and I'm not talking about the formation mongers out there. I'm not talking about the formation. I mean the tactics, the system is putting these players to work. The formation is perfect. I played FIFA the other day using that same formation, and I enjoyed it. I normally wouldn't play with a three back defender. I prefer the four traditional 4-3-3. But I tried it, and I could see from that formation what Amorim is trying to implement, and it boils back to the fact that we have a whole lot of issues, but you should have done something different. I mean, Bruno was not working in midfield. You are playing Ugarte, he's not working. You remove Mazarawi and you leave Shaw, who was pretty poor that day. And you are left wondering why. Why would he make such changes? Why is he stubborn? And everybody is hammering on him. He's stubborn. We are all hammering on him for being stubborn for different reasons. My own reason is, why is he stubborn on making players that you know are not effective stay in the pitch to play? Because they are not working. What are you seeing that we are not seeing? It's something. I didn't see Luke Shaw doing anything reasonable in that game. He messed up the game, but he was there. Dogu, I watched the highlights of the game of all our attacking threats, and Dogu had three chances to square the ball, to cross the ball, to shoot the ball, and all three were wasted. Not one converted. Not one. And we've seen it right from the beginning of the season that Dogu is out of sorts. His final balls are not up there. So why are you still retaining Dogu in the field of play? I promised myself I was not going to complain. If I complain, it's going to be a whole full video. But it is what it is. Why are you stubborn, Amorim? Can we just scratch that and just do something else? Eh? It might not be a change of formation. It might be a change of system. How do you make these players play? How do you bring out the best in them? Dogu going forward, he has the pace, but he's not fruitful forward. Luke Shaw going forward would cross properly. How about you try this? I mean, amongst all the rubbish we see online to analyze the game, I believe you should hear and just pick one and use. What do you think? Now to point two. This is a $1 billion question that every fan out there is asking. And the question is, what is happening to Manchester United? Why are we losing? Why are we out of sorts? What is the problem of Manchester United? Is it the players? Is it the manager? Is it the board? What? Because I can't pin the loss on the manager alone, even though he has taken the loss. He has taken the blow for that. I can't pin it on him alone. I have the players also to blame. I strongly blame the players because I watched that first half and I disagree that those players were playing that way because they were out of position, because they were not even trying. They were not trying at all. They were out of pace. They seemed tired, like they had a very long journey and they were jet lagged, so they could not run. No, it was poor, honestly, and I hold the players responsible, partly. I also hold the manager responsible, partly. Now I hold the board rather responsible as well. But then, after holding everybody responsible, what exactly is the problem? Because we've been with this for a long time now, and it's just too much. We thought a change of ownership will help. We went and protested against the Glazers. The Glazers are off. We are still not doing well. What exactly is the problem? Is it the fans? Is it too much analysis? Is it the media being on our heel every time? Is it what is it? Because if you ask any real Manchester United fan out there, they are trying to figure out what the problem is. Because we cannot give Amorim 100% of the fault. It's not possible. It is definitely not possible. So what exactly is the problem? Why are we not doing well? So I mean, if you know what the problem is, please drop your comments in the comment section. Let us know. Let's share. Let's know. Let's converse. Let's have an idea whether we can send this message to Amorim so he hear. Because I honestly, it is sad. I knew it was going to be a long season, but this is way beyond what we planned for. So what's the problem? Now, thirdly, we all have to agree that we missed Mount and we missed Kunha in that game, because if both were available, the forward will not be lacking in that press and would have brought out more errors out of Man City. So we miss them. Now, why don't you have a replacement for those players? Because I mean, that's how we want to go forward. Why don't you have a replacement for those players? Why did we have to start the game like that? So I don't know. We all have to agree that if Mount was there, I mean, Foden will not have that breathing space he had to do whatever he was doing and feeling himself, because he was feeling himself. I believe Bernardo Silva was caged by Dogu. The midfield, Rodri was not up to sorts. If Kunha was pressing as well, I mean, Ruben Diaz would not be so comfortable. And then it seemed like anytime we went and then we saw Donnarumma in there, he was just so big. But then we have two fearless players that are injured and we miss them totally. We all have to agree that we miss those two players. And those two players are vital to whatever Amorim is trying to do. Those two are very, very vital to whatever Amorim is trying to do. So, like I said in my first video, the first Fredunified blueprints, Mount is very, very essential to our team moving forward. And this formation and this system as well, Kunha as well is also very, very instrumental. So if they are injured, what do we do? What do we actually do? Because I mean, I love those two boys. I love them a lot. But we just have to agree that they are not available and we are missing them. How do we play without them? Fourthly, again, I'm going to refer back to my video when I was shouting, we need Baleba and we do not need Shesko, because we had Hoyland. We needed Baleba more than we needed Shesko. That's just facts. We saw Onana. Onana went ahead to go and do well. We went ahead to do well. We saw Hoyland. Hoyland is doing well. The boss Shesko is the same as Hoyland right now, or even worse. I'm not hammering on him. It's just the way Manchester United plays. Don't mistake my statement, please. The way Manchester United plays, every striker playing there is going to suffer. Right now, at this moment. So if that's the case, why going to go and buy another striker and selling one instead of just keeping one and then fixing something that needs fixing? Very important, which was get us a Baleba. It's not the perfect solution to the problem, no, but it would have helped a bit, even a little. It would have helped, and that's the honest truth. Yeah, we didn't have Baleba. We didn't have somebody to run around that midfield as we would like it, and we suffered for it. You can see that we suffered for it. So that's a billion-dollar question now. That okay, what do we do? Yeah, what do we do now that we didn't sign the midfielder? What do we do moving forward? I think we also mentioned it. We always doing our Fredunified blueprints. That the lack of midfielder shows that we are not ready for this season. We cannot even compete. Not talk about compete for first four. The way we are right now, even if we change to 4-3-3, we change to 4-2-3-1, 4-4-1, anything we are going to play, we are not ready to compete this season, regardless of the formation, regardless of the season, regardless of the system. Why? Because we do not have a solid midfield. Our midfielders right now are only Casemiro, Ugarte, Mainu, and Bruno Fernandes, if you are going to add them into that frame. Now, out of those four players, we have to play three every match day. That means you have only one replacement. There's not Toby Collier. I believe so. So, how do we navigate the season without having a proper replacement for what we have that is not even good enough, that is slow? How? It's again, I didn't come here to shout and cry because it's annoying. It just shows that the board failed Amorim and the board failed us, the fans, because without a proper midfield, which we all knew that we wanted, we cannot go ahead this season. We won't go anywhere. So let's just as well just close our eyes and just say, okay, fine. Wherever the season takes us to, we will just cheer because we are Manchester United. That's just it. Now, the last point, or rather a question that I'm going to ask is, how do we salvage our season moving forward? We know there are lots of problems. I can start now to start naming them or listing them, but I'm going to do that in another video. So, drop your thoughts. How do we salvage this season? Will sacking Amorim help us out? Will he salvage this season? Would keeping him help this season? Will the board let him go? Will the board retain him? Do we have the players to even compete for this season? And then, how do we integrate our youth team? Because I mean, it seems like we do not even have a good bench. How do we integrate them into the season? Arsenal has done it, Liverpool has done it, and they both scored. Chelsea has done it. Who is remaining? Manchester United. And we are yet to provide or produce a player that is going to come from the youth team to wow everybody. So, how can we salvage this season? Right now, let's throw away all sentiments and all bias and all pain and all the crying and all the disappointments. Yeah, throw it aside. How do we salvage our season right now with this formation, with this system? How can we make it work? It's not about saying it cannot work in the EPL. I don't want to hear that, please. Let's be reasonable. How can we salvage this season with the current formation we have, with the current crop of players that we have? What do we do to salvage this season with this current crop of players? Please drop your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section every day. And we'll just have a convo. Peace.
So, how would you rate the signings on a scale of 1 to 10? And how do you think they're going to perform for Manchester United? Let's start with Mbemo.
Okay, so I think it's a big upgrade. So I'm going to give it like an 8 out of 10.
So now let's move on to Koha. How would you rate Koha?
Kunha. We watched him last season.
Yeah, we watched him.
Based off what I've seen so far, from Kunha, I'm actually going to give him a 6.
Okay,
That's harsh.
I'm going to leave it mine at 5. You should be harsh. Me, I'm leaving it at 5. I was even going to give him below 5.
Yeah.
So now on to the next person, Jegelian. I'm going to sing this.
Still young. He's still young. So he got transferred at 5. He's
Okay.
still young.
I'm
He's
going
still
to leave mine at
developing.
the 5 because I've noticed one thing about him. He's quite very physical
Yes, and he's
and
aggressive. Oh,
very aggressive. So
yes, we've needed
that's what I want from
an
my
aggressive
defenders,
defender. Yeah.
which we have
Yes, the
Benjamin
next
Sesko. You have
Ibrahimovic.
not seen him play. I have not seen him
The
play.
next Ibrahimovic.
I've
We're
not seen him
expecting
play.
25 to 30 goals from Benjamin Sesko.
Let me laugh.
I am going to give that a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.